Hey guys, it's Pastor Bruce. Revelation chapter 18 continues the account of the destruction of Babylon. As I said about Babylon in the last chapter, this probably isn't a literal city. Instead, this is a vision of God's judgment on mankind's rush to build a society devoid of His influence or worship. Babylon shows up quite a bit in the Old Testament. It was a city that was built on or near the ancient city of Babel. That in and of itself was a great symbol of man's pride and arrogance. Humanity had joined together there to build a great tower to the heavens. God wasn't real psyched about that. He scattered mankind across the world and gave different languages to keep humanity from joining together. Of course, in our world today, technology and the trade language of English is drawing humanity back together, and God is going to have to deal with it again. The concept of sowing and reaping is in full display here. In Galatians 6:8, the Apostle Paul writes, "For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption, but he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life." In verse 7 of this 18th chapter of Revelation, we read, "And the measure that she glorified herself and lived luxuriously, in the same measure give her torment and sorrow. For she says in her heart, I sit as queen and am no widow, and will not see sorrow." Society's self-glorification, its materialism, its sense of privilege is going to have to be rewarded. In one day, she will see utter destruction. I'm reminded of another reference to Babylon in the Old Testament. King Belshazzar, partying in his palace, drinking from the gold vessels taken from the temple in Jerusalem. It was all fun and games until the writing appeared on the wall. Mene, mene, tekel, upharsin. His time was up. He had been found wanting, and his kingdom was about to fall. Here we see the politicians, the merchants, and the traders all mourning the destruction of their great empire. Their society is crumbling at God's hand. No more arts, no more celebrations. Their hatred for God spells their finish. God bless you as you go.